Hey, good afternoon. Colin Kimball here with Ultium Chevrolet GMC in Rutland, Vermont, Vermont's favorite car dealership. We appreciate your interest in these beautiful vehicles. Very excited to show you these things today. Very special vehicles we have. Now, if you're not familiar with these vehicles, I am going to go over just about everything that's going to come along with the Blazer EV and the Equinox EV. But if you are comparing these vehicles, I'm going to give you a little bit more information to try and help you make that decision. Now, the one on the right here is going to be your 2024 Blazer EV RS all-wheel drive, and the one on the left here is going to be your 2024 Equinox EV RS all-wheel drive. I am going to compare these vehicles apples to apples and give you an idea of what they share and what they differ on. The Blazer EV here is going to come available in 3 different trim levels and 3 different drivetrains. The 2 available drivetrains right now is going to be your rear-wheel drive and your all-wheel drive option. And then your trim levels available is going to be your LT or RS, and then later on this year you're going to get the SS. The Equinox EV here is going to come out in 2 available drivetrains and 2 different trim levels, which is going to be your front wheel drive and your all-wheel drive option, and then your LT and RS trim levels. Now, the rear wheel drive Blazer option is going to give you an estimated 324 miles of range on a full charge, and then the Equinox EV here is going to give you an estimated 319 miles of range on a full charge. Now, the Blazer EV here actually and the Equinox are both finished off in a beautiful mosaic black. You can see it's actually pretty dirty, especially down here. But we take a good step back and all that dirt and grime on both of these vehicles kind of blends right in. That's the great thing about these darker metallic colors here in the North Country. They hide the dirt and grime very well. Now, you'll notice here there's not too much of a difference in size, but the Equinox is a little bit smaller. They do have different size drivetrains. The Equinox is going to be about 116 inches, and then the Blazer EV here about 121, so a pretty big difference there. Now, cargo volume does differ in these vehicles as well. The Equinox EV is going to give you about 57.2 cubic feet of cargo volume, and then the Blazer EV here is about 59.8 cubic feet of cargo volume. Now, you'll notice we have daytime running LED lights on both of these vehicles. This one stretches along the whole middle as well as the Equinox here. A little more hidden on the Equinox, but it is there. On both vehicles, you're going to get a projector style LED headlamp, and then on the RS trim level, it's going to give you that RS badge and some blacked out accents, as well as some red touches on the inside. The Blazer EV here is a functional vent going right through the fender there, the quarter panel. Very similar charging port locations on both vehicles. The Blazer EV is going to be an automatic, and then the Equinox EV charge door is just a manual push. They do both come with level 1, level 2, and DC fast charging capability, up to 150 kilowatts on the DC fast charging. On the exterior here, you have a passive key entry system in all 4 doors. You just need the key in your pocket and you can lock and unlock these doors. You have your high gloss black painted mirror caps with your built-in blinker indicators. Deep tinted rear windows. Beautiful interior here. You're going to get your ventilated seats in the Blazer EV. It is not offered in the Equinox EV, but it does come standard in the RS trim level with Super Cruise. RS embroidered headrest in there. We are going to go over all the features inside of that Blazer, but I want to give you a quick look at the Equinox real quick. Very similar interior here. The flush door handles is actually the first time GM's come out with something like that, but very cool, and it does hide when you hit the lock button. Very similar interiors here. Now, with the Blazer EV here on the door, you have your memory seat settings. We're going to turn down the AC here real quick. On the door, you have your memory seat settings, so maybe you or a significant other can have your own settings. Lock and unlock right next to that. Here's your electronic mirror and window adjustments. They are power folding, so they'll go ahead and fold in with just press of a button there. You can set it so they do fold in when you lock your door. Your driver window here is an automatic window. Here's your toggling parking brake. It does come with lane keep assist with lane departure warning. Here's your auto hold button. That's going to hold you when you come to a red light. And if you're at a hill, you can take your foot off the brake and it'll hold the vehicle there. Here's your display brightness. We have our Camaro inspired vents there. Very beautiful steering wheel right here. You got the red stitching. It is heated as well. You're going to turn on the heated option right there. Now, this is a 11-inch driver infotainment screen and then a 17.7-inch radio entertainment screen. A ton of screen here, but very cool. You don't need to use all this stuff if you want to just hop in and drive the vehicle. What's nice about these vehicles is there's no ignition switch anymore. You're going to get in and to turn the vehicle on, you're going to press the brake, and then to turn the vehicle off, it's going to sense whether you put the vehicle into drive. And then as soon as you drive somewhere, you put it in park, you can go ahead and hop out. As soon as you take your foot off the brake and open the door, it's going to turn everything off. Again, just put your foot on the brake, it'll start everything back up. On the left side is your adaptive cruise control settings with your forward collision alert. Now, adaptive cruise control is going to set a gap in between you and the car in front of you, and it's going to keep it there. Forward collision alert is going to sense any collision in front of you, and if you don't make any adjustments, it's going to throw a little red bar up on your windshield there, just to make sure you know you have to do something. On the right side is your hands-free audio and phone call settings, your heated steering wheel button, and then here's your template button for your driver infotainment screen. My favorite one here is probably the Google Maps. We are in demo mode, so it's not going to show everything, but you can pop up your Google Maps right there and not use your whole screen for maps on the right side there. This is an electronic precision shifter, so to put it in gear, you're going to pull it towards you and then down. Reverse is towards you and up, and then neutral, as you saw there, you're just going to pull it in and hold it. And then park is just a little button on the end. I've gotten so used to getting in these vehicles and just pulling it right down for a drive, and then you're on your way. Right around here, it does not come with Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, but it does come with Google built-in. That kind of replaces that. A bunch of cool features in here. You do have a Google Assistant. You can do things like, hey Google, change the temperature to 72.
Okay, changing the temperature to 72 degrees.
So pretty cool. You have in-vehicle controls. That does come on the Equinox EV as well. Google built-in is standard on both of these vehicles. Vehicle status right here is going to pop up a little blazer. You can spin it around and you can click the little plus buttons. As you can see here, that is your vehicle. It's a Blazer EV RS. You click on any of these little plus buttons here and it'll pop up whatever you want to look at, tire pressure information, battery voltage, a bunch of cool things in here. If you don't want to click on those little pluses to monitor that kind of stuff, you can hit your hard inputs right there. Your tire pressure is going to show it right there. Energy info, this is going to show you a little map once you do start driving your vehicle of how you're using your energy. This is going to show you your biggest impacts that are using your battery. It does come with ambient lighting right here, so you click this little button and then inside of your vents in a couple other spots it'll show a little light. Right here's where you adjust your brightness of your ambient lighting, and then here's your color. It does come with Google Maps here, so it'll pop up a full map. And with Google built-in, it'll show you available chargers. If there's an occupied charger, it's not going to show you that charger. But very, very useful if you're on a long car trip, you need to schedule out your charges. It does come with just about every camera angle GM offers in this vehicle. You have your forward-facing view, 360 view, you have your side view. That's helpful so you don't scratch up your wheels. You have a climate app right there, which is a fully digital version of everything you have down here, but a little more user-friendly. This does come with the ventilated seats right there, heated and ventilated seats. The ventilated option is only on the Blazer EV RS. It will come available in the SS later on. Fan speed right in the middle, and then you have your temperature settings on the outside here. Wi-Fi hotspot capability, you can connect up to 7 devices at once. Super helpful if you're at a spot where you don't have cell service. It does work off satellite. Drive modes right here is going to show you your normal, sport, snow and ice, which is like a 4-wheel drive. And then your My mode, where you can customize all of your components. You can adjust your steering, your brake feel, acceleration feel, motor sound, and then My mode is just the whole thing. Right down here, 3 more Camaro-inspired vents, 2 Type-C chargers. This is a little closing center console storage right there. Side-by-side cup holders, wireless charging pad, leather-wrapped steering wheel right here with 2-tone stitching. You have your blue and your red, and this goes very deep for a good amount of storage. You have a 9-volt car port and then a Type-C. Go ahead and show you the rear. We have our liftgate button right here. That's going to go ahead and pop the trunk. 2 pulls of that is going to pop the hood. Now these vehicles do come standard with Chevy Safety Assist, which is going to give you 6 standard safety options here. We'll go over all of that. A ton of room in this cargo area. These are 60-40 splitting seats. You can go ahead and drop one side like that. Still have someone sitting there, but you can load that right up with stuff. You do have these LED lights back here. Make sure everything's lit. Very low vantage point to these vehicles as well. If you do go shopping or you need to haul something, it's not a big lift up right into the back of the vehicle. Another press of a button, that's going to go ahead and drop right back down. Very, very similar looking vehicles. They're both going to get the cross rails on the top. This Equinox EV here does have lights going all the way through the middle. The Blazer EV here just has its single LED rear tail lamps. Again, with that RS trim level, you're going to get your blacked out Chevy bow tie, blacked out all-wheel drive, and Blazer logo. These do have a towing capacity of up to 1,500 pounds, which is more than enough if you're towing something small. Now again, to open these flush door handles, you're going to press on it like that. Opens right up. We'll turn down this here. Now on the Equinox EV door handle or door here, we have our lock and unlock. Nice little gradient trim level piece right there. Here is your electronic mirror and window adjustments. Right down here is your parking brake, your lane keep assist, your auto hold, and then this is your lift gate button. Right there's your display brightness, and then again you have those Camaro inspired vents. A little less on the vent side with the Equinox here. You have a few more on the Blazer, but you do get these ones right here. Now again, 11-inch driver infotainment screen and a 17.7-inch driver infotainment screen. This one does come with Super Cruise here. So Super Cruise is just an autopilot system. You are going to get it for 3 years free. With Super Cruise, you just need your adaptive cruise control going. You'll hit this little button right there. This is going to flash a couple times red, and then it's going to lock in green. And that's how you know you're all set. You can take your foot off the brake and your hands off the wheel. On the left side here is just your adaptive cruise control settings. Again, on the right side is your hands-free audio and phone call settings, steering wheel or heated steering wheel right there. Red stitching on this steering wheel as well. This is your little LiDAR camera right there. That's going to read your facial expressions and see where your eyes are. And if you look away for too long, it is going to flash red right there and make you grab onto the wheel again. This comes with all of those features. You'll see a little extra one right there. That's your auto park assist. So that is going to help you pull into a parking spot or pull out of a parking spot. Right down here, it looks a little bit different, but not too different. You have your fan speed on the right side and then your temperature settings on the left side, location settings, and just settings right in the middle there. You have two Type-C chargers and a little cubby space right here, and then your cup holders. This is a leather-wrapped center console there. You do have some surface level storage, and then it goes very deep for a good amount of storage. Nice little LED light in there. I'll go ahead and show you the rear of this one. They do both come with a power lift gate, so just a press of a button, you go ahead and open these. Great cargo space in this vehicle as well. You notice there's not as much up here. The Blazer kind of goes out a little bit more and then drops down. This one is a little more slanted. These are 60/40 splitting seats as well, though. You go ahead and just push that down. Again, a ton of space right there if you want to have someone sitting there, and a bunch of stuff right here. Obviously, no gas tank in these vehicles, so you do have a ton of storage right there. With both of these vehicles, no matter what trim level you get, as long as it's on the Ultium platform, you are going to get a level 1 and level 2 charger. There is one in that Blazer right there, and I'll give you a quick look at what these chargers look like. So this is your portable charge cord, so you can keep this with you or you can leave it at home and install it. But these are your two different cords that you'll plug into it. So your level 1 is your 110 outlet. Level 2 is your 240 volt outlet, which is your washer, dryer, that kind of stuff. Little carrying bag for the vehicle. A nice look at the Ultium charger. Right here's your tow hook. And then again, another press of a button that's going to go ahead and drop down. Very beautiful look to both of these vehicles. Both have the cross rails again. Now with those 6 different standard safety options, both of these vehicles are going to come with Chevy standard safety assist. You're going to get auto emergency braking, front pedestrian braking, forward collision alert, following distance indicator, and then your lane keep assist, as well as your IntelliBeam auto high beam system. So IntelliBeam is going to turn off and on your high beams based on your traffic conditions at speeds over 25 miles an hour. So as you can see, very, very similar vehicles. Hopefully I gave you a little bit more information to make your decision. And if you haven't seen these vehicles, I'm glad you got to see them. Now this is our 2024 Blazer EV RS all-wheel drive, and this one here is your 2024 Equinox EV RS all-wheel drive. If you have any more questions about either of these beautiful vehicles, don't hesitate to give me a call, 802-776-5000, and ask for Colin. Or you can stop by for a test drive at 65 Windcrest Road in Rutland, Vermont, and you have a good one.